When your child hurts, do you freeze, fearing you'll fail them emotionally? The Right Words unveils Alex's battle to connect after their son's disappointment. This story shows how powerful vulnerability truly is. You'll discover that imperfect honesty, not perfection, heals old wounds and builds the deepest, most resilient bonds with your child. The rain lashed against the car windows, a relentless drumming, mirroring the turmoil inside Alex. Beside them, Leo sat slumped, a shadow of his usual bright self. The silence between them, heavy with unspoken disappointment. Tonight, the sting of defeat felt like a thick, suffocating blanket. Alex stole a glance at Leo, their heart aching. They wanted to offer comfort, to erase the pain etched on their son's face, but the right words remained elusive, trapped behind a wall of their own insecurities. Decades of feeling unheard and misunderstood rose to the surface again. "You played a good game," Alex offered, the words sounding hollow even to their own ears. It was a reflex, a rote phrase devoid of the genuine connection Leo desperately needed. The distance between them seemed to stretch cold and unbridgeable. Leo's shrug was a silent dagger. Alex felt the familiar sting of inadequacy. They were repeating the patterns of their own upbringing, failing to provide the emotional support they had so desperately craved as a child. "I'm messing this up," Alex thought, the words echoing the harsh judgment of their own inner critic. A wave of self-doubt washed over them, threatening to pull them under. It was the fear of failing their child emotionally that left Alex paralyzed. Alex pulled the car over to the side of the road, the sudden silence amplifying the weight of their failure. They needed to break the cycle, to find a different path forward, even if it meant stumbling in the dark. Turning to face Leo, Alex took a shaky breath. This was it, the moment to choose courage over comfort, vulnerability over silence. They had to find the words, even if they weren't perfect. "Leo," Alex began, their voice trembling slightly. "I am really bad at this." The admission hung in the air, raw and imperfect, but honest. "I don't know what the right words are, but I can see how much you're hurting, and I'm so sorry." The words stumbled out, clumsy and imperfect, yet filled with genuine empathy. "It just stinks." The simple, unvarnished truth hung in the air, a bridge built from vulnerability. Alex had finally allowed themselves to be seen, flaws and all. Leo's head lifted slowly, his eyes meeting Alex's with a surprised, cautious softness. The barriers seemed to thin, replaced by a glimmer of understanding. "Yeah," Leo whispered, the smallest nod breaking the long silence. "It does." The simple affirmation was a lifeline, a signal that Alex's vulnerability had been seen and accepted. No magic fix, no dramatic turnaround. Just two hearts beating in unguarded rhythm. Alex felt a warmth spreading through them, a hopeful seed taking root in the barren landscape of their anxieties. Being emotionally supportive wasn't about finding the perfect phrase or shielding from pain. It was about showing up, honestly and imperfectly, to sit with discomfort and let it be seen. As the rain continued its steady pulse, the car transformed into a small sanctuary of understanding. The shared vulnerability had created a space of safety and connection. Alex reached over and gently rested a hand on Leo's shoulder. No more words were needed for now. Sometimes the most powerful gesture was simply presence. In that quiet, imperfect moment, Alex learned a new kind of strength: the courage to embrace vulnerability, the patience to learn and grow alongside their child. The promise to keep trying, one honest conversation at a time, became a guiding light. Alex understood that failing emotionally wasn't falling short of some impossible standard, but letting fear stop them from loving fully. And for the first time in a long time, Alex felt hopeful. They were becoming the parent Leo needed, not the one they were taught to be, but the one they were brave enough to become. The car ride home was quieter now, but it was a peaceful quiet. The storm outside was beginning to subside, and so was the storm within their hearts. As they pulled into the driveway, Leo offered a small smile, a simple gesture that spoke volumes. Alex smiled back, their heart filled with gratitude and a newfound sense of confidence. As they stepped out of the car, Alex felt a shift within themselves. The fear of failing was replaced by a determination to keep learning and growing. The journey to becoming a better parent wasn't about perfection, it was about progress, one imperfect conversation at a time. They were building a relationship based on trust and honesty. As they walked towards the house, Alex felt a sense of peace they hadn't known before. They were learning to be the parent Leo needed, and in doing so, they were healing their own wounds.